Hey folks, this is the WooFDriver coming at you. Let me adjust my phone here for a sec. So this is the WooFDriver coming at you live, getting ready to do some free ranging. We're at a wooded area I call the mill, and I'm actually trying I'm always trying new products out to better the whole system, everything we do and everything we do with the dogs. As technology advances, there's all kinds of new products that come on the market, all kinds of new ways to do things. So, excuse me for one sec. So, I'm always pushing the envelope with everything. So, even a lot of times from the food I feed the wolf pack to the way we free range, of course, to documenting it and getting all of this to you. So I wanted to fill you in on that because something really cool, that I have going on is, here we go, I've actually got some lighted collars, lighted harnesses. You might have seen them for sale. Amazon pushes them a lot. I got a brand on Amazon that I thought was good, and really going to be effective at night when we do our midnight mushing runs, so you can see the dog. Sorry, my contact's a little bungled here. I'm using it during the day. I'm going to test it out because obviously when we're out in the field, all the dogs look the same, and to be able to have the colored light designated the way I designate it, I'll be able to tell better who's in the field if I couldn't identify them by their body shape or whatever. When they get far away, it's a little hard. In addition, it'll be nice for you at all watching the broadcast to say, oh yeah, that's Princess, that's Jag, that's Chase. Zorro obviously is identifiable because he's a totally different color. He's the masked one and the dark one. With that being said, I'm going to do a quick Facebook live feed. I'm going to just check to make sure I am coming through to you. Again, I'm streaming in a new way, something called live stream, so we can stream to multiple Facebook feeds. Just helps because I have audiences on other pages, and it looks like it is working. So I'm not going to be able to, unfortunately, hear your questions through this, but I will be able to address them and comment accordingly when we're done the run. I may cut out this area is a little iffy. If I do, I'll certainly try to reconnect. There's certain places it goes, so I hope not to be connecting and disconnecting often, but it could happen. So with that being said, I'm going to take my place, and I'm going to let the dogs do their thing. And in case you don't know me, I am the WooFDriver. I run a pack of Huskies. 3 of them are all Huskies. One of them, ironically enough, the one that looks more like a Husky, he's the dark one with the mask, Zorro, actually has some Malamute in them too. So let me get situated, and we'll get on the roll here, folks. I just connected a little early before I started because I wanted to give everyone a chance to make sure all my equipment was working properly. Whoops. Let's see what's going on here. So I've got the dogs in the van right now, which I'm about to let loose. I'm gonna turn them loose. Stay, no, stay, good girl. I want to turn her collar, no, good girl. I want to turn her collar on. So, let's see if we can make her light up pink. And I know you can't see this yet, but you will soon. That's purple, that's blue, there's pink. Let's see if it stays. It's a little harder to see during the day, but we're gonna try it. Okay, free Princess. Now, I know you hear me, but you don't see me. So sometimes it's better to be seen than heard. Come on, guys. So you will see soon. I've got the camera in a different position, folks. So I'm really hoping that you can get a different view each time we do this. So you come more and more to understand everything going on here. Okay, I'm turning the ATV around. Now this is a private residence where there's about 80 some acres I have access to, and this is all through the woods essentially for the most part. And it doesn't look like you can really see Princess's collar in this. I was hoping we'd see it a little more, but no biggie. That's Jag, by the way, that's rolling in front of you. And there goes Zorro past him. Come on, guys. And Chase is having a pit stop. Come on, guys. Good boys. And you'll see if the camera finds it. Try not to. A lot of pit stops along the way because this encourages the dogs to go to the bathroom a lot. I've said before, come on, Jag. Jag. Come on. He's wearing his link collar, Jag, which is, I mentioned him and I had posted a picture of him yesterday, Link AKC. And they probably just used the name. Come on, Jag. Jag. Come on, good boy. So when he's got a new collar on that he's not familiar with, he's very picky, and he'll try to shake that collar off him, and he's done it a few times. Come on, guys. And you can see the dogs will just randomly stop in front of me. There goes Princess with the pink harness on. Come on, guys. No, no, here, Princess. Good girl, good girl. Okay, they're on something, probably just manure, basically. But sometimes they'll get a little territorial about that or possessive of it. That's the wolf pack hierarchy. And they will bicker a little bit, especially when Princess is involved because she's very dominant. And her and Chase have a little bit of a dominance problem together. So I have to direct that because it doesn't naturally cure itself. It will, but they'll have to battle it out, and I don't let them do that. So that's why you might hear me raise my voice and get a little authoritative. Good boy. Good boy, Zorro. Usually, they understand they're not supposed to engage in any riffraff like that, but it does occasionally happen, and I'm very cautious to avoid it. And some of them, I know which ones are fine getting wild together, but others don't. And we go accordingly. Princess, ho. Good girl. So I just kind of slowed down. Now I do see her color a little bit. I definitely see it's lit up, but it's certainly not near as vibrant as it would be at night. And you got Zorro. Now he's probably rolling in manure. Some kind of manure, whether it's raccoon, whether it's horse, I don't know. Actually, horses used to go through these trails years ago. They're pretty rough now, but that's originally, come on guys, what this was. Originally they scoped this whole area out, the people that live here, to ride horses through, but the terrain has just eroded so bad over the years. I don't think horses could make it through here now, or at least in any kind of enjoyable fashion. And I'm just talking horseback riding. You'll see how hilly it gets and how untamed it is, especially when we have wet weather. The mud situations back here are brutal. And I do have to keep track of the wolf pack because this trail, Chase, Jag, I'll call their name every once in a while. We are, again, around other homes here, as well as there's roadways. Now, they're not right off the beaten path of roadways, but they're accessible. So I want to make sure nothing is coming through anywhere, that they are not getting close to anything, and nobody's down here where I wouldn't think they would be, but who knows. So you're getting some good views, I see. These are trails that normally, at this point in time, they would ride ATVs on. I'm on an electric ATV, in case you didn't know. All my information is available on WooFDriver.com. Stay. And they're looking at something down here. No. Jag. Princess, come on. So it's probably deer. Princess, come on. Come on. No. Let's go. Chase, no. Good boy. So it's probably deer. I don't think it's people, but it could be. But no. Jag, easy. Notice how they'll stop and wait. No. Zorro. They know they're not supposed to. Zorro. And I think that might have been a squirrel. Something called their attention. But it was probably small. I don't see it. There could be coyotes in this area. Probably not bear. Easy, guys. We've never run into, at least, plenty of deer. There is hunting here. Stay. No. but not at this time of year. It's not legal. And nope. Good girl. I'm just looking to see what they see. Also, you have to beware, as you see how close the dogs are, like Princess is right up here on me, you can see her harness is not that effective during the day. Zorro! You have to be aware that branches, as we ride through here, branches are all over littered on the trails because, again, these trails are just seldomly used, mostly by me. And the branches, when you run over them, they can snap up, they can go to the side, they can basically get spit out under the tires here. So I want to be careful that they don't ricochet basically and hit the dogs. Now we're going to go back to an area that is where they hunt. Come on, guys. Princess, no. Good girl. Good girl. So Princess was pushing Chase out of the way, and if Chase yields to her, I'm okay with it. But it's when he doesn't yield to her where there's a problem. Come on, guys. And she's a lot more dominant than he is, but when he was a puppy, she was a little bossy with him. Not in a bad way, in a fun way, but as he's matured and grown, he's now 8 years old, he doesn't exactly like being that puppy playboy. At least with her. He doesn't mind with the other boys, but with Princess, because she's his senior, she's 13 and a half now. Come on, guys. No. Good boys. And at any time you can get spats, territory, disagreements, and possessiveness. So just want to always be careful of that, be cognizant of it. It's not a frequent thing because, again, they've been trained, but it's very possible. And out here, this is like basically dogs going wild because they're in their elements. Anything can show up on us at any given time. I don't own these lands, so I don't exactly know what's here day to day. And the people that own the lands aren't back here all the time, so they don't know either. Come on, Zorro. You just got off the path there. So therefore, it's important that I'm cognizant of everything. Come on, guys. Zorro. And at the same time, I want to give them the freedom they request. And if you hear that, that's a tone. I have audio tones on this collar. This is a Garmin GPS Alpha. And don't confuse it with the Link AKC I keep talking about. This is a totally different product made for hunters and people that might engage in activities like I do, free ranging. So it's got a lot of other capabilities, but also a few limitations. But I describe it better on my WooFTech website, WOOFTEK. And we're getting to a stream, folks, where they love to take a tip in. Now, we're kind of back in an area, I don't know if, yeah, you can see the hillside, I see it in the camera, where, again, they hunt back here, but not this time of year. But this is really secluded, and you wouldn't believe it, but we're not that far from Baltimore. This is like a, hey guys. You could see that's Jag and Zorro, and here comes Zorro running up. That's Jag with the grease spot on him from the bike. He's famous for that. He always manages to rub the chain when we stop. I don't know, it just becomes something he enjoys doing. It's a dog's life. Okay, so you can see he's going through the stream some, and you can see Zorro just dropped, and I'm going to run into this rock. So, and I don't want to run off the edge at the same time. So, have to mind my, come on guys, no, come on, good boys. Have to mind my position also. No! Princess! No! Princess! Here! Good girl. Come on, Jag! 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 Let's go! Come on! Princess! Good girl. See her waiting for Chase? Now, if he would find something there, I would have to call her off because he would get possessive at that point. Good boy. She yielded to him. That's exactly the way it should work. And in wolf packs, that's how the hierarchy works. I know I've said this a million times, but it's really the most important part of the training. Because if you understand this, you understand the interaction between canines and even between us humans. Sorry, I hope I'm not... I know before the broadcast, a previous broadcast was real scratchy because I had the volume level adjusted wrong. I hope it's not adjusted wrong here. And we got Chase taking a pit stop. Good boy, Chase. Good boy. Good boy. And I like to take my time and not get too far ahead of him. Obviously, he's in front of me. But I like to let him take his time and do what he needs to do. It's so wonderful for them to have as many pit stops as they do here because it really keeps everything working. Now, I'm going up to the right of them, folks. To the left of them. Actually, Chase is going to cut over here because that is too tumultuous. I've gotten stuck on that part. This place is really like treacherous, even for an ATV. And I've had to get winched out. I have a winch on here, but I've had to even get them to come down with some bigger equipment because it's been very hard on the machine, hard on the equipment, especially when it's wet and you start sinking in. So I pretty much know where to stay to, but as I said, things erode quicker than you might imagine, and all of a sudden, because the stream meanders through here, you get some serious erosion. And my path gets altered. And where I used to go through, I could sink into the mud. And then at that point, sometimes I can't even winch out. As I said, I'm done. Chase, Jag, Jag, Jag. No, Jag. Come on, good boy. No, good boy. Now, he wants to harass Chase. And that's okay, except for Princess. No, good girl. Starts doing her motherly thing. Sorry, folks, my contacts are giving me a fit, so you might hear me a little more telling them because I can't focus on them right away because must have gotten dirt in the contact lens. So how cool is this? You see the real greenery behind us in the woods there because we've had some rain. Jag, not enough to really cause too many mud pits, but I will show you some. But enough to make everything blossom as it does in spring. Easy, guys. Jag. I have to say the name because they're going to start running faster because we get to an area where they like to truck on through. We see deer through here. They're good. If we see a deer, they're not going to chase them. But if we see another animal, like a coyote or a smaller animal, they could. Because I can't. They're lower to the ground and ahead of me, and I can't always see them first. But usually with a quick directive from me, they'll stop. But if not, sometimes they think it's open range. So, and that's what I'm saying. Their instinct. I want to let them explore it as much as they can because it really helps their psychological stance and adds to their contentment. Come on, guys. No. There was a deer killed around here during the winter. Come on, Jag. Good boy. Come on. Let's go. Let's go. And there's just remnants of it here. It's been here, and I know this area. So, come on, guys. I just have to work them through it like this. That's the leg right in front of me. It's been there for the past few months. And sometimes it's good if you have dogs that might become possessive or territorial. If you're set up and you can react in the proper way through your training, it's good to set them up and put them in a tumultuous position that's controlled. Come on, Chase. No, Princess. Good girl. Come on. See how he yielded to her? I say both of their names to let them know they're both on warning. Do not. Come on, guys. Jag, no. Good boy. That's the rest of the leg, it looks like. Actually, It's terrible. That's the skull, it looks like. Yeah, the skull and the horns. So terrible. I'm going to back up so I don't run over it. Come on, guys. Let's go. Come on. You can see some people say, well, how do you keep them with you? It's hard to keep them not with me. They want to stop and smell, and it's all good. It's all part of it. But at the same time, I want to give them so much freedom, and then I want to get going because I want to make sure they get their exercise in. Come on, guys. Come on, Chase. Good boy. You might have saw Jag. Snip into. Can you see him from here? He went into the stream. There's a big embankment, and again, this really eroded. We used to be able to go here all the time, but it's made such an embankment that it's a real challenge for them, especially Princess, because it's harder for her at her age to manage getting back up off the embankment. So it's kind of challenging, but at the same time, easy, Jag. At the same time, he's signaling his wolfpack mates to chase him, which is all good. But see, you can see right here, folks, they used to go down in there. It was not near eroded like that. And they, believe it or not, they're physically fit enough to almost jump up there, but that can create a problem within itself. So I try to discourage it, but Princess could not do it. And she would have to find another way to go around, which is cool watching them work through problems. Come on, guys. No. Good boy. Jag. Good boy. He's playing with Chase. If you're getting a glimpse of this, folks, it's incredible. I know you're not. I apologize because I can't adjust the camera. Now he's going to come towards me because he's looking for me to save him. Not to so much save him, to slow it down so he can reverse courses and jump on Jag. That's the way we do things. But you will see me. It's all play. But sometimes play can turn into a struggle. I'm just making sure we're centered here, the camera. So, again, I'm very cautious and very particular in how I do this to keep everybody as safe and healthy as possible. But like I said, I've had it happen. Anything can happen at any given time. Anything can show up on me when you least expect it. A dog like this, Princess just decided to come back and check me out. Check out what's in there. You can see the dogs ahead. That is the 3 of them. And Princess came back to see what was on that tree. I'm going to have to go real fast to make it through this. Whoa! So we're going to give you a view. And I say we, but it's actually only me. So you can see how beautiful is this. You've got these, I don't think that's skunk cabbage, but I don't know. But they're cool looking weeds, whatever they may be. And they all show up here first on spring. It's one of the greenest plants we get natural to this area in spring. Jag. Now Jag will jump out of the water. Oh my gosh, folks, if I could show you this is the funniest thing in the world. Do you see him? He is rolling right now. That's him. So, can you see him? So, he's rolling and covering himself up with the leaves. He's just having a blast. There he comes. There he goes, folks. Now he's getting out of view. Oh, he's out of view. I wish I could. Let's see if I can take the camera off. I don't believe I can, unfortunately. But I'm going to do what I can to get you close. Okay, so that's all 4 of them. And this is a really cool area we're in because the water is easy to access. There's not an embankment there. I could actually drive through the water there. You can see Princess now putting her neck down and scratching at her neck and her head area. And that's Zorro popping up. And this is to my right. So, and Princess's collar is not glowing pink like I had hoped it would. Let me see if I'm going to make sure we're still on the feed here. Looks like we are. Looks like everybody's still having fun. Excuse me for 1 second, folks. I'm going to mute the microphone. Sorry, folks. Business. Had to take a call in the middle of a live broadcast. In any case, hope this is still going. I hope everyone can see me again, because... Jag! No! Good boy. He wants to get feisty, which is good. You want him to get feisty, but we want to be careful because Mama Princess don't like that. Come on, guys. Let's go. Jag, no. Jag. See, look, he even told Zorro. No, Jag. Good boy. Good boy. Come on, guys. And you can see, folks, look at this branch I'm going over. So, no, Jag. Look, Jag. Good boy. Good boy. And this is all really healthy socialization and play. But again, we've got Princess who's a little grouchy sometimes. She doesn't, she likes to play, but sometimes she decides to turn it off on a split second and snap at her mates. So, she is closest to me. Chase is in front of her. Zorro and Jag are in the lead. So this is a really cool area. Again, if you look to your right, there's a hillside that goes off into the stream that just meanders all through here. Eventually, I think this flows, I'm going to say, I'm not sure if it goes into the Jones Falls or the I think it goes in the Patapsco River. Jones Falls is on the other side. Jones Falls, you may have heard. Come on, guys. No, Princess. Princess. No. Here. Princess. Good girl. Good boy. So, Chase, he heard me telling her, but he yielded to her. And, again, folks, I'm just overcautious. I know the dogs, though. Come on, guys. Good boys. So there's a lot. No. Princess. And I have to look all around. I've run into people that shouldn't be back here because, again, this is private lands, but have been back here, so I want to be cautious of that. Now, they're not hunting. That they will not do without me knowing, and especially this time of year. I'm looking down there because I see something bright colored, but that just looks like debris that was washed through the river, through the stream. Boy, Chasey. As he looked back, he wanted to see where Princess was because he was claiming that. He was marking it. So, again, it's all about reading their interactions and their behavior. I was talking a little bit earlier about their instinct. Hey, Chase! As they pick up speed and go out of my view, I say their name to let them know Pack Daddy's in the house and they need to abide by the rules. Good boy, Jag. Jag's having a pit stop now. And here, watch, she's going to cut in front of me. There you go. So I wanted to make sure as to not overpower him. How cool is this, folks? Now, this area is where I've gotten stuck quite a few times, but it's actually dry now. But I've made a couple paths around here because some of the other paths have filled up with water. How cool is this, folks? And you can see. Stay, Jag. I'm going to call him because he wants to keep going and Zorro's taking his time. So it's a wonderful way to cool off. I'm going to go right into the stream here. It's a rocky bed, so it'll hold me. But check this terrain out. This terrain is really rugged. Now, even since last time, this has eroded some. And it actually got a little better for me. So we're going to have a race. This is where we sprint and go. Princess is going to fall behind. But I'm going to let her get in front now because I want to raise her excitement and lure her with competitiveness. But this is the road that accesses this place. Again, it's private. There could be a car. They know I'm here because I've made my presence known. So anyone that might be here would know that. And it'll keep me in mind when coming around. But I'm right on the dogs, as you see. Princess is a good ways behind, but I'm talking like 30 yards maybe. And you can see Now this is Jag, Chase, and Zorro. Come on, guys. Zorro. He picked up on a scent, and that can happen just like that, where they pick up on a scent and then fall back, but he'll catch up when we tell him. And here comes Chase. Now, since the race is kind of the competitiveness, Zorro, good boy. Princess. Now, she stopped where he was, so I'm just making sure she's stopping for a second, and I'm giving her time to sniff and mark the area, what she wants to do. Good girl. And she's back on the road. Jag is very alert, but sometimes he fools himself. He thinks it's something moving, because dogs are trained their eyes to look for movement. That's how they would hunt. And if a blade of grass moves, there could literally be a groundhog there or something they would normally hunt in the wild. So they're all over that. But when the wind comes, they can't necessarily tell the difference, and it attracts their attention. Easy, guys. They're gonna sprint. This is the hill we go up, folks, and this is awesome. So I got Princess behind. They are cooking. Zorro. He's heading over. There's deer that usually sleep to the right. They'll be lying in wait in the afternoon, and we've come up on them, and actually it's been pretty awesome. I'm just taking my time because Princess is behind and she's picking up the pace now. Just to climb this hill, folks, I can't tell you how awesome this is. Now, this is the residence that occupies the property, that owns it. Come on, guys. So, I don't think you can get an idea for the incline of this hill. Maybe you can. It's pretty severe, so it really works them. They're not tethered to anything, so they can go at any pace they want and get a really good endurance workout. Come on, guys. No. Boys. And come on, pretty. She's taking her time. And this is why this kind of training for her is essential. It really helps her arthritis. Getting her to come up the hill. Come on. Jag, no. Jag, no. Good boy. He's eating something. Come on, guys. Jag. No. Chase. Good boys. I'm just getting him past what he was eating. Probably manure. I'm quite certain of that. And there's some cars moving, so I want to be careful. They know I'm here again, but come on, guys. A lot of stuff here. Come on, good girl. Jag, let's go. Don't like to hang up here because we're close to the house here. Too much stuff. Chase, no. Good boy. Come on. Let's go. Jag, no. Good boy. He wants to go back to where he was. Good boy. Come on, guys. Princess, no. Princess. Good girl. And you see I say her name. Now, occasionally, as I say their name a few times, because I don't want to be the party crasher or the Grinch. So I want to let them have their fun, but by me expressing their names a few times, depending on the tone of voice, it'll help reinforce what I'm trying to do without getting too restrictive on them. Now this is the hill we just climbed, folks. Okay, so going down is also a challenge, because if they don't go down right, they're gonna crash. They're gonna roll. So now they do have 4 legs, paws, extremities, whatever you want to call them, which helps them control it better than us humans. But I mean, the machine, if I don't hit the brake here, I'm rolling down this hill. So to the right of me are all the dogs. You can see Jag, he's going good. Now we're getting towards the bottom. Jag is overtaking me. Good boy, Jaggy. Let's see Princess. Now this is really rugged. Again, this whole area. I'm going to give you an idea. Right now, We've got in 1.65 miles. Here comes Chase, and here comes Zorro, folks. Again, more access to the stream. This is another place where we've kind of made it so I can cross the stream with the dogs. This gets a little deeper here, and depending on the previous weather we've had, the conditions, it can be, the dogs could be swimming. So they're not super fond of swimming. Chase will do it. Princess will be the second closest to doing it. Zorro and Jag will have none of it, but Zorro's tall, so he works his way through it. Jag, being the Joker, is very shrewd also, and he'll find instantly. I mean, dogs will almost always take the path of least resistance. But he'll go around here until he finds the lowest point and go across. And I'll coach them sometimes to get them across because I want to keep them engaged, going as much as possible, and not letting challenges influence them. Of course, I assure that it's safe, and I know this stream area here. We've been coming here for something like 5 years, so I know the conditions and what happens. Now, I've been here before where it's been flowing too hard for me to cross, and I will not let them in there. But they naturally take heed to the flowing river and don't even attempt to usually. So let me see if I can reposition this. I've got Chase and Princess to the left of me. She's eating the grass. He's just enjoying the stream here. And turn to the right some, where we've got Zorro and Jag. And I don't know if you can see ahead of Jag. He's in the stream, furthest away. That is a lot of rocks, a lot of boulders. And I've gone down there. I've ridden the ATV in here. The surface is hard enough, but sometimes the boulders are too big and they'll get stuck between the axle. And I've gotten stuck in this stream before. So there's not much I haven't done here. Again, love the challenges that it provides for the dogs because it really helps with their conditioning. Climbing these hills and some open runs we get. No, easy guys, easy guys. Again, just play, but Jack. Okay, now I'm gonna call them to me because I got a truck coming. Jack, Chase. I'm gonna try to get your view. Stay, Jack, plots. Jack, plots. Good boy, plots. Right there, plots. Check. Good boy. And you can see he just plots right there. And since I'm going to only ask him the plots, it's Chase going around him because he's the troublemaker. That's all. That's what Jag the Joker. And the truck is going around the other side across the stream, which I'm not giving you a view of now because you're looking back. I've got the dogs on this side. Just to make sure. Stay, Jag. Good boy, plots. He doesn't see me. He knows I'm here, but he didn't look over. I always make myself well known. Free. And I just wanted to do that because Jag was stirring the pot. And if the dogs engage enough, they could go across that stream into the roadway, which I don't want them to do yet. So that's why I did that. Now, I could call them all to me, and they're trained to plots, to go down into, and I've explained plots as a German word for lay down. To do it properly, it's protection German. It's Schützen, which is protection, a work which they train military and police dogs for the most part, and almost all the police forces and military of the U.S. And my master trainer taught police dogs and military dogs, and that's why I use those words. But it's good because most people don't know what those words mean when they speak English, and you can direct the dog, the military, the police can direct the dog, and nobody's going to know what they're saying, and nobody's going to know the conditions. But I can get them all to come to me in plots, but that wasn't necessary in that situation. But when I'm on a farm or in an area where there could be a lot of stuff going on, I might need to call them all to me and put them in that plots or down position. Again, plots means they go to the ground and their belly should be touching the ground, and they should be alert enough to respond to a command, traditionally a police command. That's why you want them alert, but these dogs are not police dogs, so I give them more leeway, and they will roll on their sides or lay down, if you will, to a more comfortable position. but always good. It's better than a sitting position, because when they're in a plots or a down position where their bellies are touching the ground, it takes a second, maybe 2/10 of a second, whatever. In any case, just a little longer to get up than from a sitting position. So if they were not responding well to me, any dog, what would happen is it would still give me a little more time, even though you're talking tenths of a second, split second, to respond to it. And if the situation was dire enough, I could have that much more time to respond to them, to what they were doing or not doing. And that's with any dog. So you got the 3. Can I get a view here? Jag's just sitting in a funny position. So it looks like the Link AKC collars, they're on today, by the way, folks. I have them with me. I plan on doing a whole review on them. And also providing some tips if any of you have them out there or you're going to get them. I've already come up with some ideas how to use them and for better performance. One thing that's bad, at least I can't find it, is there's not a lot of information. Like, they give you some helpful tips, but there's so many more to be had. Sorry, I'm taking a swig of Coke here. So, apologize if you hear me gulping. I got jealous. The dogs are drinking. I needed a drink. So basically, you got a quick picture of the seat I'm sitting in as I turn the camera around. This is a electric ATV, and the places we free range, I have one of these at the places we go, which are 3 big farms or 3 big mass areas, and then another place I use an electric scooter. It's not as big. It's the horse track we go to, and it's got some limited room for free ranging, but more room for running the dogs on the horse track, and that's a whole other thing I do, which, again, WooFDriver.com. So lately, again, I'm sorry I can't see any comments. I'm on a live stream, which is streaming to multiple Facebook pages at this point, and it precludes me from the ability to see each one's comment as they happen, but I hope to do it in the near future to get back to the comments and address them individually on the feed or in a future broadcast. But again, yeah, Jag is, there's the Joker. Did you see him? He was going to get in here with me. You never know what Jag's going to do. Jag is the smallest of the Huskies, height-wise, but weight-wise, he weighs more than Chase, believe it or not. Chase towers over him, but Chase is so active. And there goes Princess, folks. She's in the stream now, directly in front of me, almost at 12 o'clock. Jag's to the right of her, Zara's to the left, and Chase is on the grass. Just giving you an idea. Okay, so everybody cross the stream. They look like they're ready to go. Jag's still having his... Jag! Good boy. Keep the craziness up there. Thank you, sir. Jag, no! Jag! Come on. Jag! Good boy. You can see Jag. Jag wants... Come on, Jag. Let's go. Jag, no. Good boy. Jag! No. Good boy. Good boy. He's so crazy. Jag, stop. Stop. Good boy. And again, they play really hard at home, and sometimes when we're free ranging, I just don't want to, if they bump into Princess or she says, I'm going to join in, and all of a sudden decides she don't want to, it becomes a whole melee. Good boy. When they get ahead of her, I'll let them air it out a little bit. Good boy, Jag. And this is the area, because we're going to race down this road, folks. There we go. We're going to race down this road. Jag, come on. Good boy. Come on, guys. They don't know which way I'm going, because sometimes we'll go up that road, and that's a great, up that little path through the woods, and that's a great way to trick them out, to keep their attention on me. is to be a little tricky how the direction I go, so they have to keep themselves focused on me. Because the less they take their attention off of me, the more I'm in control and they understand that, and the more I'm better to dictate the situation and keep us all safe and keep them where I want them. Not to pull their fun in, but enough to keep the situation in control. Now Chase is gonna hit up Zorro, but we're far ahead of the other, so we can have a little. Here comes Jag. Now I'll let him get it. Come on, guys. Good boys. You can see, folks, this is just pure fun. Come on, guys. That sounds vicious. That's all healthy play. Princess would be a little bit easy, guys. Ho, ho, ho. Got deer back here, folks, so we're gonna ho. And we gotta wait for Princess. Chase. Good boy. Now, I don't know if you could see ahead. Let me put the camera up there. To my left, they're all waiting. No, stay. Jag. Zorro. Good boys. They're all waiting for me. I can see them through the woods, and as I'm waiting for Princess. And it's all good. That's what you want. Looks like my microphone might be running a little hot, folks. I don't want that to happen, so I'm going to lower it. Hopefully. Come on, guys. So you can see they're all here, and they were coming back to see. Come on, Dad, what are you waiting for? And we were just waiting for Princess. Princess has always been, I'm going to say, not necessarily the slowest, but the one slowest to catch up. Sometimes she'll actually get in the lead ahead of a couple of the boys. But with the closeness of events that we've had lately, she's going to take her time, and she's going to do a bathroom break here, so I will take my time and apologize. Good girl. Good girl. Come on. And when you see them kick, I don't know if you know this, but they're just kicking up their scent. They're feeling real good. Hey, guys. And I don't know if you could see them way up ahead. They're coming into view now. They're waiting for us. So they know to only get so far ahead. I've established boundaries for them when we originally trained for free ranging. And that's what they do. They respect those boundaries now. Now, the possibility exists. Come on, good girl. That something could come through. So, good boy, Zorro. Come on. A deer or another creature. Zorro. Good boy. And Zorro's having a pit stop. And he's back in the woods, so I'll let him know the fun's out here. Good boy. A lot of deer roll through here. Good boy. And that's why they're pretty moving slow anyway. Plus, this is a little bit of an incline, too. We got one more really big incline I'm going to take them up, which is back in the woods. Princess is sniffing here to put her scent. Nope, she didn't do it. So, got them understanding to get only so far away from me and look for me. That's reinforced through me just totally changing directions. And I don't know if you've heard the old notion, if a dog ever runs away from you, turn around and go the other way and let the dog know you are going the other way. Because they want to be with you. When you're chasing them, it's like a game of cat and mouse. But as soon as you go the other way, they really do want to be with you. 8 out of 10 times they'll follow you. They'll turn back around. It's pretty interesting. Got a big bird. He just like stormed down, it looked like, so I'm just checking that out. If he spotted a rabbit or something else. I know we've seen an owl lives around here, and there's hawks. Haven't seen any eagles by here. And there are no farm animals here. On the other side of this area, there's an actual golf course. Whoa, just excuse me one sec. I'm going to see if we got a snake. They're not on it, but stay, guys. No, actually, it looks like something broke off a ATV or something. Hope it wasn't mine. Nah, doesn't look like it. Okay, so we're going to keep on trucking here, folks. You're not seeing any repeat. I have not been through any of this area. These are all untamed, wooded Lots. Sorrow's having a pit stop, sorry. Just keeping you advised of what's going on. Good boy, Zorro. Good boy, Zorro. So we do a lot of bathroom breaks, as you see. And so you haven't, I know some of this, depending on your angle of view, I guess, what you're watching on, a big screen or a phone, little phone, it might all look the same to you because it's very wooded back here, but it's quite, we haven't gone back over any of the terrain we covered. This place is pretty big. When you think about it, they don't really make any money. This is all considered low-lying land, so I don't think they can really build much on it. And I guess they got a golf course in next to me. I'll go around this way, next to us. But besides that, there's not much I can do with the property. Kind of nice for me because it leaves it open for them to allow me to do this here. Now, that's all county land straight ahead, so you see all the tubes and pipes. And this is a stream, this is a bridge, this is part of the property. The county land, there's an old bridge back there that's dilapidated and fallen in, and occasionally I'll go back there. Now this area we were at before. This is accessing another part of this land that I haven't been to. Come on, guys. Now we're just taking our time. Chase is about to come into the camera. Nope, he went off, Zorro. Unfortunately, this camera's not super wide. So, oh, here comes Princess running her little heart out now. She's catching up. And when we get home, usually I won't feed the dogs. I believe the rule of thumb is after an activity, a half hour. I wait at least an hour because there's something, I've talked about this before and you probably heard of it, called bloat. And that has to do with mixture of air, water, or food in their body, how fast they bring it in, and it can actually make their stomach turn upside down, and it can be fatal if not treated quickly. They can staple a dog's stomach if through surgery. Some dogs qualify for that, especially if a dog's prone to this condition. I've never had it done. I've been told that Zorro, his build, he would be a candidate for the stomach stapling procedure, and he's a candidate for bloat. I've never had a problem with it, but any day they can surprise you. And it could just, you know, a dog could just have the condition. I don't think they're exactly 100% sure what causes it, how hereditary it is, etc. But they have at least, come on guys, let's go. Chase narrowed some of it down to, Jag! Like I was saying, the intake, air, food, and water. Jag! Come on. Good boy. This we have not been through here, folks. The stream, we've seen all kinds of views of it to my left right now. You can see how rocky and, again, rugged this place is. And I've been stuck here quite a few places. But the water is kind of low, and we don't have big mud ruts to maneuver through. So we're pretty safe back here. Just got to watch. Biggest obstacle are some of these bigger boulders getting stuck between my axle. And that would impair me. But I've ridden up the stream in the ATV. You just need to be cognizant of the height of the stream and the condition. Come on, Princess. Good girl. And the boys are up ahead. And to my left, actually, Jag is going down in the stream there, and that's fine. We go down in this area many times to visit the stream, so I have no problem with him doing that. There used to be, I don't know if cattle was kept here or not, but there is an old fence through here. Just got to be cognizant of. And you can see Jag to my left, and I'm going to... Now, Jag and Zorro are in there. And Chase and Princess are on the shore. Princess is closest to the camera right here. She's heading down there. And That's a really rocky area, folks. I'm going to try to get you there. I don't know if you can see it, but the dogs maneuver really well through there. It's me that doesn't so much, but I will walk through it sometimes occasionally. Just grab some pictures or just walk over to the water and get a nice serene moment, if you will. Jag is catching plenty of, he likes to gulp the water in there. So he's funny. There he is. He's doing it now. I don't know if you can see it, but Jag is the choker. I have so much fun characterizing these guys and painting pictures of them through writings I've done and turn them into little rap songs and other kind of songs, because of course every dog has just got so much personality and they're usually so individual from each other, different. And